Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moon Directed, where we work with the energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. And I'm trying to do that myself. Mercury in retrograde attacked my computer, so now I'm recording off of my camera. It's a little bit different. We're going to work with what we got. So, this reading is for February 8th through the 14th, so happy Valentine's Day. I hope that it works out for you and you get something that you really want. I know how you guys always really like to have a really nice relationship, and the energy around this is good. Okay, I guess it's just that one. Oh, I really need another one. Thank you. We're going to have to do a lot of clarifying for that. I just get done telling you guys I know how you like a good relationship, and you have the Devil card come up for your overall energy this week. This is feeling trapped in bondage, but really it's around the heart space, and it's some kind of addiction to a situation, an emotion, a difficulty letting go, letting someone else have way too much control over you. So I love what we have for clarifiers here. I feel like they're the way out. This is the response to this. And the energy around them, if you notice, they have that same color theme going on. So you have the moon. And the moon says confront. And the moon is asking you to confront your inner child and the wounding that you have surrounding your inner child that is probably playing out in relationships and keeping you in situations that don't work. So when we are small, like before the age of 7, did we receive the kind of love and attention and the nurturing that we needed from our parents, the family situation, whatever that was? And if not, that tends to be then played out in multitude of relationships until we finally figure out that we can nurture our own inner child and we can love ourselves unconditionally. When we do that, and then we attract in the relationships that we want. I'm really hoping that next week I can do divine masculine and feminine healing, but it kind of depends on if my computer is fixed or not. I have a really good friend though, so maybe I'll get lucky on that. He's an expert. Okay, so solar plexus energy. That's right here. This is your self-confidence. This is where you're like, okay, I have a light that shines out. And that light shines out and it's bright around my heart, and I can uncage my heart. I don't know if you could see. If I can get this so that it'll focus in. See how there's a cage around that heart space? You know, it's a matter of letting your own heart out. And then you have what would be considered the 3 of Cups energy. It says share the love. But it shows this guy holding a little heart on it, but the heart is cracked, but there's this healing light coming in, and I feel like it's healing. This is a healing in the heart space that's happening for you. And again, this. So I am going to, focus, yes. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera down. There we go. I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see the rest of the cards. I will not be flipping it back up because there is an issue with the self-focus that I don't understand how to manage it. This is like, my tech skills are lacking. I need to get in a relationship with somebody who's much more techie than I am. That's all I'm saying. All right, so we start out this week with that moon in Capricorn. The moon in Capricorn has some very supportive energy from the other earth sign of Taurus, where there we have Mars and we have Uranus there, and they're about brainstorming and creative problem solving and sudden insight about what's going on. And Venus rules your sign and rules that sign also. So for you, let's see here, Libra, that would be your 5th house of fun, and no, that's not correct. Yeah, 9th house. Okay, 9th house. No, my brain's not working. I am so sorry. I can't even figure it out in my head here. So 7th, 8th house of transformation. Yes. 8th house of transformation. Wow. Okay, so an opportunity for you to do some brainstorming, some insight, some sudden insight in how to transform your life and how to bring your life back into balance. Also, because we have Neptune in your 6th house is going to be trining the moon, and this is about making a decision based around some kind of an emotional hit that you get. Meanwhile, Mercury, which it's in retrograde, is it ever, is going to conjunct with the sun. And this is like a big spotlight on this whole situation. And even though the communication might be a little fuzzy because it's retrograde, there's still a big bright light shining on it. And Venus, which rules your sign, is going to conjunct, this is all on Monday, with Saturn. And that is okay, let's create a structure about what we value in relationships or in personal finance or whatever it is that's going on here. And so while that's going on, it's also Venus is in this area around the healing energy of Chiron. So how do we heal? How do we move things forward? And so I feel like if you really spend the time and you allow yourself to sink into this energy, the moon is also going to conjunct on Tuesday Pluto and Capricorn. So this is where that transformation happens. This is where you really kind of open the door and unlock the door or the key and let yourself out, because after that conjunction happens at 12:22 p.m. Eastern time, it isn't until 8:20 p.m. that the moon moves into Aquarius, and this makes that a void of course time. This is where there's good time for creating, for organizing, for meditation, for thinking, and just allowing yourself to be in flow. Sometimes taking a nap will help. But this kind of thing is like sit down and write out your intentions. What do you want to do? The 5th house is your fun and romance. This is where this new moon is happening. It's also your house of creativity. So what do you really want to create for yourself? What do you want to bring in? How do you want to manage this and bring this all together for yourself? Write it down. That is an important action step this time, because this Venus is going to conjunct Jupiter just a couple hours before that new moon on Thursday. And so this has expansion energy. This has a lot of energy to do something that will manifest over time, and because she's talking to Saturn, this is over time, and so this whole 18 months, like until we get that full moon in Aquarius that happens, a year and a half from now, is might be when everything comes together, really gels. But there should be steps and stages along the way, and so it starts with step 1, writing it down, and then by the end of the week actually taking a step, like on an action plan, just one thing where you're actually paying attention to what's the next step to do. And so you have free spirit. Reach for it. That's what it says. Reach for it. Signs of good fortune are all around you. You race off furiously to a new level of achievement and success. Your intelligence and resourcefulness, empowered by heavenly inspiration, will take you far. Believe in yourself. Trust in yourself. You have what it takes to change this, to bring about what it is that you're trying to create here. Be willing to release the self-doubt, the negativity, and allow yourself to open up and expand. So that moon is going to move into Aquarius, like I said, at 8:20 p.m. on Tuesday night. And then on Wednesday, Mercury is going to square off with with Mars over in Taurus. And so some tense words about what's the next steps, around things of value might really come up. And so there's a need to take a deep breath and stay firm in what it is that you believe in. The moon is going to be conjunct, which means it's going to be in a nice conversation with Saturn about, okay, what is the next step? What are the next plans? Then talks to Venus. This is how I feel. This is what I value. Then talks to Jupiter. This is how I want to expand it. This is where I want it to go. And then Mercury. How do I communicate this to myself and to others? And so really big conversation going on within you and perhaps with people in your life over the course of this week. But I think internally for the first half of the week, really getting that clarity about what it is that you want and where it is that you think you're going and what do you want to do with it. So we have launching your new journey. I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. And then a time for healing and balanced spirituality and practicality. So this is an opportunity to this journey is the journey where you set yourself free, where you open up the cage around your heart and you let yourself out, where you figure out how to start really continuing. I feel like it's a continuing of the healing process, because the light is already shining on this, and I feel like there's a real opportunity, but it comes from confronting, taking a look at, recognizing the inner wounds, the childhood wounds that perhaps put you in a place where you just were feeling a little insecure and a little unsure. And so it is a time for healing, and it is a time for bringing yourself forward into the future. And so that new moon that happens at 2:05 p.m. is at 23 degrees of Aquarius. So if you have anything in your chart at 23 degrees, pay attention, because we also have Saturn going to come along and touch on that. And in about 18 months, 2 years, we've got Pluto coming through. And so that's when this transformation is really going to gel and take hold. So take a look and see what part of the chart it is that is coming in for you. It's going to be significant. It's going to really make a difference, and that is the Happy Chinese New Year. It is the metal ox. So this is about manifesting in the 3D the things that we really want to create. On Friday, the moon is going to move at 2:25 p.m. Into Pisces. So right after that, Mercury is going to conjunct with Venus, and so that conversation has a much more emotional energy to it about what it is that is real heart-to-hearts can happen. There is a need to accept the help that is being offered to you, or perhaps accept the situation for what it is, but really realizing where it is that you want to go and taking steps in that direction. Action is going to be required. Okay, you are launching your journey. You are launching your journey, right? First you get this one that says free spirit, reach for it, signs around you, you race off again fearlessly, and then you are launching your journey, and then here we have enjoy the journey. I have a friend, and he's an Aquarius, which is funny. He told me once about, he was like, oh, I like to go for long motorcycle rides. He says, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, it's about the ride. So stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good, but necessary. Bringing your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future. You do need to take some steps. You do need to have an idea where it is you want to go, but you only need to know where you're going to go today or tomorrow. Just the next couple of steps. What's the next thing you're going to do? Because taking an action step toward that growth is going to be super important. Super important. And when that moon moves into Aries on Sunday, first thing in the morning, 10:56 a.m., it is about the growth. So you're going to have to make a step. So write down what you want. Write out what you're grateful for. Write down what the next step is going to be. Do that with the new moon. And then by Sunday, be taking an action step in the direction of where it is that you're going with this. And you have, surround yourself with love and think before you judge. And I want to say, think before you judge yourself. I don't find that Libras tend to judge others. I feel like you guys judge yourself harshly. Surround yourself with love. So that's that 3 of Cups energy to allow the healing. Surround yourself with people who love you. Call a friend, phone a friend, phone a friend. Who do you need to talk to? Oh, it's so funny because what popped out was communication. Just as I was saying, phone a friend. A reunion could bring love or a rekindling of a friendship. A lucky win seems likely. I got these Chinese fortune cookie cards because of the new year to finish off the reading, and we have love life. Affairs of the heart could cause future problems, but take heart as difficult situations will be resolved by a good decision this week. So, the good decision this week is deciding that you are worthy, that you are worth the effort, confronting the childhood trauma maybe, and then saying, okay, but that was in the past, and I know what I want now. I'm going to launch my journey. I'm going to enjoy the ride, and I'm going to hang out with my friends along the way and enjoy the camaraderie and just take steps forward. So actually, this looks really promising, Libra. Really promising. I'm wishing you so much success, and I will see you back here. I'm hoping to do the Divine Masculine and Feminine Healing this week. It depends on how well these videos go. I haven't tried to upload and edit yet, so we'll see. All right. You guys take good care, and I will talk to you soon.